I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001-2015, and today we are going to talk about clause number 8.4.2, type and extent of control for providing processes, products and services. So as usual, first of all, I'll read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. Subclause 8.4.2, type and extent of control. The organization shall ensure that externally provided processes, products and services do not adversely affect the organization's ability to consistently deliver conforming products and services to its customers. The organization shall, A, B, C, D, there are 4 points in this. A, ensure that externally provided processes remain within the control of its quality management system. B, define both the controls and that it intends to apply to an external provider and those it intends to apply to the resulting output. C, take into consideration, number 1, the potential impact of the externally provided processes, products and services on the organization's ability to consistently meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. And number 2 is the effectiveness of the controls applied by the external provider. And D, last point, determine the verification or other activities necessary to ensure that the externally provided processes, products and services meet requirements. So this is all in this clause. It's a medium kind of clause, and let us discuss it in more detail now. So as the topic says, it talks about the type of control and the extent of control. Type of control and the extent of control which the organization has to ensure for the externally provided processes, products and services. Well, there are certain processes or products or services which the organization is not providing. It is outsourcing it to some outside agency. So those are the outsourced products or processes or services. The organization shall ensure that the externally provided processes, products and services, they do not adversely affect the organization's ability to consistently deliver conforming products and services to its customers. That means whatever we are taking from outside, that product or that service or that process, whatever they are providing from outside, it should not affect the organization's ability to deliver products and services to the customer, meeting the customer and regulatory and other requirements. So all the requirements of the products and services have got to be met. That is the brief meaning of this. So for doing this, the organization shall, A, ensure that the externally provided processes remain within the control of its quality management system. That means whatever we are outsourcing, that has to be within the quality management system. It should not affect our quality management system. It should not be away and separate from the quality management system. It should become part of the quality management system that we are going to apply for providing the products and services to the customers. And B says, define both the controls that it intends to apply to an external provider and those it intends to apply to the resulting output. So we have to define both the kinds of controls. The controls that are to be provided, that are to be applied to the external provider. That means what controls we have to exercise in choosing the external provider. So those controls have got to be defined and documented, and that it intends to meet the resulting output, and the controls that will ensure that the resulting output is meeting the requirement of the customer, whether it is product or it is service. Now we come to point C. Take into consideration, number 1, the potential impact of externally provided processes, products and services on the organization's ability to consistently meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. That means the externally provided products or services or whatever we are taking from outside, that should not impact the requirements of the product or services. So all the requirement of the products and services should still be meeting the customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements, whether we are doing all the processes by our own selves or getting it from outside from the external provider. So we have to ensure this. And number 2 is the effectiveness of the controls applied by the external provider. So we have to define what controls he has to provide, and those controls have got to be provided, they have got to be effective. That means they should be and they should ensure that they are able to produce the products and services according to the customer and regulatory requirements and any other requirement applicable to the product or the service. So the external provider has to ensure the effectiveness of the controls. And now we come to the last point, D. Determine the verification or other activities necessary to ensure that the externally provided processes, products and services, they meet the requirements. So the externally provided products or services or any processes that we are outsourcing and taking from outside, they should be meeting the requirement of the products and services, and we should be able to provide the products and services meeting the customer requirement and other requirements. And this taking help from outside should not come in the way of our ensuring this aspect. So we have to ensure, verification means we have to ensure that all the activities necessary to ensure that the externally provided processes, products and services, they are meeting the requirement. We have to verify this aspect. So that's all in this clause, and I hope you have understood the requirement fully and completely. But by any chance, if there is anything which is not understood by you, please give your comment below this video so that I can explain to you in more detail. And nothing remains which is not sure or not explained to you, which is not clear to you. And if you are liking my videos, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load the video, normally I am doing it on Sundays, so the information when I load the video should be reaching you without any delay if you have subscribed to my channel and also press the bell icon. That is important. So thank you very much for watching my videos, and see you again on next Sunday, and then we will be discussing subclause number 8.4.3, information for external providers. So bye bye till then. See you. Bye.